Hi friend, welcome to or welcome back to Yoga Born YouTube. And this is Move Through May. So if you haven't joined us already, you might want to skip back to day one, which is an introduction, very short introduction, just tells you a little bit about what Move Through May is all about. In short, spring is here, summer is on its way, and we want to get ourselves moving a little bit more. We're leaving away that hibernation stage of winter, sadly, but also, we must make time for rest. That's really important. And rather than full sequences, we're breaking down asana, the shapes, and giving you some demos, some hints and tips, some options and variations to make it work for you and your body, because that's what's important. This is fine. I thought it would be useful to give you some seated options. So for example, if you work behind a desk, if you are just sat on your sofa like I am at home, you might be sat on the edge of your bed in the morning when you wake up before you go to bed at night. And these are just some kind of simple stretches, some simple variations of some yoga asana that you might like to try. So what I'm sitting on is actually quite low. If you have even a dining room chair, a fold-away chair, grab that, or just sit wherever you feel is comfortable. I've got 2 brick blocks. I'm probably not going to need them, but I will explain how they could be used. So if you are sitting somewhere that's a little bit higher up and your feet don't fully and comfortably touch the earth, you can pop the blocks just underneath the feet and down onto the earth. And we'll start in our seat by trying to grow nice and tall through the spine. My seat is soft as well, so it's a little bit more tricky. But let your spine grow tall, soften the shoulders, soften the face. You might gaze ahead, close the eyes, or even tuck the chin down to the chest. And let's just take a few breaths here to arrive. Feet are on the earth or on the props. The weather has been nice. You could get outside. If you've got a garden bench or a seat you could take outside, get that vitamin D at the same time. Breathe in through the nose, out through nose or mouth, and just let yourself arrive. And even practicing that nice tall seat, great for the posture. From here, we could take it into a twist. So this could also be for you if Sukhasana, or seated cross-leg position, isn't a good variation for your body. Find a chair. Loads of things we can do for chair yoga. That could be a whole other series. Nice deep breath in, that's where it starts. And as we breathe out, we're just going to take it over to the right-hand side. So my feet stay flat to the earth. If you have a back on your chair, you could perhaps just rest the hand there, or plant the hand where it's comfortable, rolling that upper right side of the body round. Pause for a couple of breaths, try and soften into the face. You might inhale, sweep the hands to the sky, find that space through the side body, and then as you exhale, take it over to the other side. Breathe in, sit nice and tall, and as you breathe out, just gently opening into that upper body on the left side. And inhale, we come back to center, maybe lifting the arms, maybe not. As we exhale, we bring the hands down, rest them on the body, and pause. Somewhere else we could go from here is our lateral stretch. So you could hold on to the side of your chair or your seat, or place the hand on the hip. I'm going to go for left hand on my hip. As I inhale, push the feet to the earth, spine is tall, right hand lifts. And as I exhale, I'm keeping the front of the body open while just taking this stretch into the right side and a little compression into the left side. Gaze could be ahead. If the neck feels okay, you might gaze upwards slightly. To inhale, we might sweep the left hand to meet the right, neutral spine, and exhale, take it over to the other side. Again, we're never pushing or forcing. If you're practicing in the morning, there is likely to be more stiffness. In the evening, dependent on what your day has been like, though, you might find the body is a little bit looser if you've been moving around. But saying that, some of us, including me sometimes, are sat behind a desk or a computer. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, bring them down. Another nice one here, a great variation for people who might not want to be on their hands and knees, is our seated cat-cow position. So I'll just turn briefly to the side so you can see my spine. So feet are down, we start in that neutral spine position. And as we inhale, we start to push the hips forwards, lift the heart slightly, maybe lift the chin. And as we exhale, we might take the elbows wide. Spine round, chin to chest. Let's take one more like that. Breathing in. Opening through the front of the body and breathing out. Open through back body. And let's bring it back to neutral. So the last one that I am going to show you, and again, this could literally be its own series. I love chair yoga. I think it gets a bad rap. People think it might be boring or really easy. There is so much to explore with the chair. If you join one of our beginners courses, the next one is in September, then we explore different shapes, different ways that we can work with our body and our practice with a chair and a mat. So for this, you might want to take your feet a little bit wider. Nice deep breath in. We almost just tilt the heart up and forward slightly. And then as we breathe out, we're going to come into our forward fold. So your feet will go as wide as they need to accommodate the body. And we could gaze to the earth, draw the shoulders back, nice long spine here. Or it can be nice to release the spine, just to let it round, let the head be heavy. Take the fingertips towards the earth, or again, this is where blocks can come in. If we're on a slightly higher seat, we can plant the blocks underneath our hands or our arms. And let's take a couple of breaths here. As we inhale, we'll lift the gaze and slowly bring ourselves all the way back up. Let the shoulders drop. You might move the feet back to neutral. And a nice deep exhale. And this in itself is also a version of Tadasana, our mountain pose. So this would be our seated Tadasana. So we're still working on strong foundation, lift through the spine. And as I've said, they are just a couple of variations that might be useful during your day or morning, afternoon, evening before bed. There's loads more that we could explore in terms of seated yoga. But I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it useful. Give us a little thumbs up if you did. Pop a comment in the box. Ask a question. We can try our best to answer it. And we would really love you to carry on moving through May with us. Yoga Born YouTube is a completely free platform. It's not for profit. We hope that we can share accessible, inclusive yoga and holistic well-being with as many people as possible. You can help us do that by just simply hitting the subscribe button. We will be back for day 6. Keep on moving. Take really good care of yourself. Bye for now.